this ranking was tough. And not because of the normal reasons like, oh my god, a lot of them are really good. No, it's because a ton of them are situational, which is obviously what the partner's abilities in the overworld are for. But some that are high are very useful normally, and some that are lower have an ability that just aren't even useful for what they're supposed to be. That's what I'm here to do today. There's only one rule, aside from this is my opinion and spoilers. This does not count any of their abilities in battle, only in the overworld. Just keep that in mind. This is not a battle ranking for partners. This is just them in the overworld. But other than that, make sure to subscribe so the Shroobs don't die, and let's just get into it. Number 7. Wow, what a surprise that the tutorial frickin' partner got number 7. But what do you really expect? This is the one partner that's supposed to help you when you're stuck, but doesn't actually help you when you're stuck. You just get more and more confused. And it's sad. Now, I'll tell you something right now. Goombella, the Goombella stereotype is improved on in the later Paper Mario games. Huey from Color Splash and Olivia from Origami King are really good examples. They tell you what to do, and there's nothing like hiding it. You don't have to just, you're not putting in a riddle to help you. But they just tell you what to do, and it's a good thing. That you don't really rely on them, but you definitely use them if you're stuck. But if you use Goombella, you're just gonna get even more stuck and confused. So, there's zero use for her in the overworld. Number 6. Funny story. First off, Miss Mouse is number 6. When I was recording some music for this video, the top comment was, not gonna lie, we all thought Miss Mouse was cute. And personally, I'm not attracted to rats, but hey, you do you. But back on track, Miss Mouse has an ability that is useful, but I'm so bad with it that it's just not useful for me at all. Which sucks, because it seems like a very good ability to have. And if you guys don't know what it is, it's that Miss Mouse can sniff for treasure. And she'll tell you if there's treasure in the area. And as you get closer to it, then she gets more excited, oh my god, the treasure is nearby. I just can't tell where it is, which is a huge problem for me, just because the ability then just throws me off track, it's right there, but then she just points somewhere else, and it just gets very confusing, and I just don't get it. And again, if people taught me how to use it, and I actually used it well, then I think it would be very high on the list. It'd be in the top 3, but right now, it's just not useful to me. Number 5. Aside from Flurry's suggestive design, her ability is super situational. Now, the next 3 people that are just coming on this list are very weird because they have one purpose and one thing. Basically one thing separates them. And it's stupid because they all just have one purpose and they fulfill that purpose. And the main reason why Flurry's at the bottom is because sometimes her ability just doesn't work. I don't know if it's me, my GameCube, or everybody else. Sometimes just the ability just doesn't work for me sometimes. I have to try second or third time. But if you guys don't know the ability, she actually blows maybe a fake ceiling, a fake wall, a fake floor aside so you can see what's actually under there. So it's useful, but it is somewhat annoying, so that's why it's number 5. Number 4. Number 4 is a character that is a character, and that's Bomberry. I personally think Bomberry has the best story out of the 7 partners that you have, but it doesn't matter for this ranking. We just need to take the story out of the consideration, and you don't really have anything else with Bomberry. And since he's a Bob-omb, all he does is explode. And, well, that's it. It takes a little bit to explode, which is kind of annoying. You have to line him up a little bit for it to be perfect. but it's not really annoying like it is for Flurry, so that's why he's above Flurry, but there's no other use for him at all. Again, just like Flurry, he's super situational. There's really nothing that he does except just blow stuff up. And there isn't really another ability that you can just find with that. Unless you count glitches, but obviously, I don't care about those. Number 3. We're at number 3, and we're still at a partner that's very situational. And that's Koops. The thing about Koops is, well, again, he really doesn't have many situations that you use him for. But there is 2 reasons why he's the best out of the 3 situational partners. 1, he can get a first strike by just shooting Koops into the enemy, which I'm not sure if you can do that with Bomberry. If you can, that seems really difficult. But with Flurry, it just seems almost impossible. But the second thing is that his ability is almost instant. Now, all you have to do is just shoot him out, and then he comes back to you. Pretty easy. He's basically just a boomerang, and it's perfect. Now, it does take a little bit longer if you have to hold him, but again, it's actually a good thing that these are situational because you don't have many situations where you have to hold him, which makes it take longer. So it's perfect in that scenario. And it definitely makes him number 3. He's still very, very weird to be this high, but honestly, he's still not a great partner in the overworld. The next 2, though, oh, we're getting into the really good partners. Number 2. Vivian, for the very average or just new player to the Thousand Year Door, looks very useless because just hiding from the shadows seems very situational and just boring and very annoying because you have to do it to talk to all these birds in Twilight Town, making it look like, oh, it's only useful in Twilight Town. Now, I do agree on one thing, but not fully. It's very useful in Twilight Town, and not just Twilight Town. And the reason why is because, yes, the secret ability is to still bring you into the shadows, but it's also to hide you from enemies. So, it's beyond useful, especially in Twilight Town, because you have to backtrack so many times and the enemies respawn. So, fighting all these enemies just back to back to back to back to back is super annoying. So, hiding from them and trying to run away is perfect. Now, my biggest problem with Vivian is that she is overshadowed, because she's a shadow siren, but she is overshadowed by the number 1. But what is that number 1? Number 1. Well, I mean, I don't really know what you guys expected. If you played this game before, you kind of knew this was going to be number 1. Yoshi basically is the only partner that is useful throughout the entire game. And this is because he is the fastest way to move. The whole way. This is the fastest way to move in the game. If you ride Yoshi, fastest way. And obviously it just cuts those little breaks between point A and point B, and obviously it makes that stuff faster, which is a more enjoyable experience. And it definitely makes the Thousand Year Door such a better game overall just because Yoshi is in it. And it's weird to say something like that, but it's honestly true. But yeah, there really isn't that much to say. It's not situational at all. You can use Yoshi whenever. The only time you really can't is when you have 0 partners in Twilight Town. And you do miss him when you just only have Vivian. And again, Yoshi overshadows Vivian because you can try to run away with Yoshi. It's a little bit riskier, but it works. And you can also just combine them either way, and then it's perfect. You can just get away from any enemy you want. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say. This is just the best partner ability in the entire game. No doubt about it. What's your favorite partner ability? Leave it in the comments below. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Next video, I'm going to be talking about something that's in Partners in Time. Never said I was completely done with the game. Make sure to subscribe so the Shroobs don't die. I'll catch you in the next video.